Josh Billings once said that a dog is the only thing on earth that loves you more than he loves himself. In this presentation, I'm going to express to you how beneficial it is to own a dog by telling you how they are natural stress relievers, telling you the services that they can provide for humans, and telling you how easy they are to train and care for. Over the past few weeks, I've been researching these animals, and I have never lived in a house that did not have at least one dog inside of it. Most people enjoy the comfort that dogs bring and the relief of stress that comes with them. In this presentation, I'm going to tell you how they relieve stress. Second, I'm going to tell you how they can provide services. And third, I'm going to tell you how easy they are to train and care for. A great form of relieving stress is by spending time with a dog. This following information comes from Robinson and Siegel 2019. Dogs are able to understand most of the words we say and the tone that we are using them in, so they know exactly how to respond to our emotions. Dogs can reduce stress, anxiety, and depression. Playing with a dog raises our serotonin and dopamine levels, and that causes us to become relaxed and calm. Dogs also introduce new exercise and improves our cardiovascular health. It is shown that heart attack patients that have a dog live longer and survive longer than those without a dog. Now that you know how dogs can relieve stress and introduce exercise, I'm going to tell you how they can serve humans. If you are disabled, elderly, or have anxiety, a service dog would be a great fit for you. The following information comes from Strogowski, 2019. A service dog is a specifically trained animal for the type of service it is providing. By law, a service dog is a specifically trained animal for a certain disability. Service dogs can enter any business, including restaurants, as long as they are in control by their owner. There are many different types of service dogs. Some include guide dogs for the blind, hearing dogs for the deaf, and they even have seizure response dogs. There are even diabetes assistance dogs that can tell if your blood sugar is low or high by simply just smelling you. You should be able to easily spot a service dog. Usually they wear a certain vest that says service dog on it, or sometimes they have a certain leash or a certain collar, but they don't have to have that. Mostly you can tell if they're a service dog by how closely they pay attention to their owner. Now that you know how smart a dog has to be a service animal, I'm going to explain to you how to train a dog properly. Dogs are incredibly smart, and it is easy to train and properly care for them. Taking care of a dog takes two main things that you need to remember. First is feeding them correctly, and second is just spending time with them. The following information comes from Amara 2019. First, you need to make sure that you're feeding them the correct food. You need to make sure that your food isn't cheap or bought from a supermarket. You want to feed your dog a healthy and meatless food. Next, you want to make sure that you have a set time that you feed your dog, whether it be right before bed or right before you go to work in the morning or something like that, so they have a concrete schedule that they eat for. The second step is to love and play with your dog. Dogs get depressed easily if they are not given enough attention. A good way to spend time with your dog and get exercise is by taking your dog to the dog park or just taking them on a walk. Taking your dog to the dog park is very good for your dog because it teaches your dog how to be social with other dogs, and it causes dogs to be less depressed. Teaching your puppy how to do tricks is fun for you and your dog. The following information comes from Lunchick 2018. I'm going to explain to you a really easy trick to teach your dog. You can teach them when they're a puppy or when they're older. It doesn't matter. I'm going to teach you how to teach your dog how to sit. First, you need to start off by making sure that you have a treat or some type of reward that they like. Second, you just stand in front of the puppy with your treat, and then you say sit, or hold the treat up, and eventually your puppy will sit or your dog will sit. And then once they sit, you say yes, and then you give them your treat. You just keep repeating this, and eventually your puppy or dog will get it. And they will sit on command by simply just saying sit. Furthermore, these dogs are smart and a great companion to have. A dog is a great stress reliever, an awesome service animal, and easy to train and care for. A dog loves you more than he loves himself, but he also really loves belly scratches.